welcome back to Warframe Wednesdays. I'm your intrepid host, Fraggoth, and today we're going to do some Warframe. Whoops, no, don't do that. No. No. There we go. Okay, so yeah. Welcome back. I have to display my unified chat, otherwise nobody's going to know what's going on. Or I'm not going to know what's going on. Scooch you. I'm going to bloop you so you can actually see what I'm doing. So yeah, welcome back and stuff. Hope you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, I hope I improve that. If I fail to improve that, I'm sorry. So yeah, I guess we'll just do some Nightwave junk. Because all the stuff I've been doing has not been conducive to doing any of that. I'm gonna see if there's an exterminate that has a Void Fisher on it. I don't want to be Protea for this. I've played Protea for like a week straight for the Railjack stuff, and I still don't have Nautilus because it's been sporadic. It has not been a very focused grind. I haven't played as Revenant in a dog's age. I should play as Revenant. I had an all-rounder build. This is probably it. It's an emphasis on duration. We'll try this all-rounder build and see how that is. I have a sneaking suspicion it is not especially good. Does it have a lot of shields? Why do I have Guardian, not Aegis already? Arcane Guardian, unfortunately, does not affect your shields. I do rather wish it did, to be honest. I remember when armor affected shields. It was such a long time ago. Okay, so there's an exterminate. That's the exterminate we're doing. We have to do 3 of these in 20 minutes. That's not hard at all. I have to make sure I am not on solo. I have no idea. I am not on solo. Good! And we are underway. It begins anew. So yeah, how are people doing?
You are not alone. This tower is full of life forms, all corrupted by the neural central. Clean them out. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Oh, that's not the one.
Found a fissure. Look out for reactant. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find it.
So, we just kill things a lot.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your
No,
mission.
it does not
Take
count
a look
as a
inside.
hit against me.
As long as the
I'm probably going to switch to my strength build for Revenant, just to have more of the, whatever 2 is, I think it's Spectral Skin. That's a pretty high speed modifier.
That was a close one.
It's a pretty high speed modifier indeed. It's quite this is exactly what I need to do. Because I was down on the ice, did not do Thrall. Where'd I? He has raged. Oh, no. He is pointing out that there's a rage mod. Which I already got because I'm a smart boy. I just realized that I've got new Loka on my back. And I need to... Yeah, so I got the... Last week I had that, an issue with stuttering and a few other things, which was not just me, as it turned out. Other people were having the same problem, but it was not necessarily Warframe's fault. Turns out that the Xbox game bar and something else in Windows got activated. Even though I had very expressly turned them off weeks ago. So that has probably been the source of a lot of my woes of recent.
Another successful mission.
Of late. Recently, whatever. Maybe it's because you know what? It's because I've been playing Protea for a solid week that my movement feels really weird. Because Protea has very crisp, speedy movement. Particularly with her front flips. Black and gold is super classy. I'd love to know which gold that is. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, that one. I need ducats. I always need ducats. I could use Forma, but I need ducats. I am permanently low on ducats because I never go out grinding for this stuff anymore. Even when new primes drop, I don't do as much grinding as I should. I do it like over time. Okay, that did not derank me anywhere, which is good. So I am going to... Give me that Wurlitzer, baby! Yeah! Probably gonna replay that track, because Wurlitzers get me right in the heart. Appearance. Oh, right, it's, Easter stuff, so I need to go to... Is it Regalia? Yes, back sigil. I need to make sure that is not steel. Attachments. Ephemera. I do not have an ephemera selected somehow. Well... Spinnert actually doesn't look too bad, but Tenebrous would be the natural conclusion. But instead, where are you? Smoking body. Oh, that's why, because I had the Spring Step. Not Spring Step. Yeah, Spring Step. And I guess that's gone now, because they're done with the Easter stuff, which I didn't equip for last stream. Because I'm smart. I don't know why they decided not to make that permanent. I don't have answers. It comes back every year, so if you missed it, don't worry about it. The color palette you get to keep forever, as is traditional. Spores don't really work for me. Smoking body's kind of overdone. I don't want to be a stalker. It's interesting, it just absolutely disappears. Is that because of the poster? Probably. I might keep that because I do kind of like how the Spinneret ephemera looks. It's pretty classy. It's understated, it's not ridiculously over the top. Okay. So I change that to like pink or something. That changes it to pink. Oh, right, and I wanted to switch to my good friend. Strength build. I don't remember what I have on my strength build. High strength is what I have on my strength build. And some efficiency, more than the usual. 0 duration though, but fortunately my 2 does not care about duration. My 1 very much does. And my 3 very much does. And your 4 has very, very, very drastic drain. But we have a reasonable energy pool. Well, no, we have an absolutely pathetic energy pool, but we have reasonable efficiency. Why do I have Arcane Guardian on? Stop! I have not played this guy since they changed the arcanes. It is obvious to me now. Okay. Exterminate. These are kind of a pain because all the enemies are corrupted already. So when more spawn in, you have to know where they actually spawned in. And you have to keep an eye out to see if the corrupted enemies got corrupted. Which is dumb, but...
The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up multiple threats, all under Orokin control. Like portals. Watch out. I'm detecting void fish.
Good.
Do you have a matching relic?
It is not an especially strong build that I have on here, on this Mutalist Quanta. Mostly I'm just trying to... I have a ribbon on there and like the usual basics. And that mod that if I go... shoot the ball, it becomes a death ball. Really good for like defense missions where the enemies are focused and you can afford to like move back, but really not good when you're just roving through a mission, unfortunately. 38? Yes, please. Normally it's only like 20. But because I have the buff from the Void Fisher, it's boosted substantially. That's basically all this build does, really. I mean, I can kill with my 4, but I don't have a lot of energy, so I can't do very much. It's not a very good build. I would argue it is not a very good build at all. That's the build I haven't learned. So big numbers when I spin to win, but I'll be out of energy now. So 188 for a base energy pool at level 30, kind of awful. Not gonna lie. Pretty bad. But yeah, having played more of the Corpus Railjack, my initial opinion has changed a little, but not a lot. The early missions, I still think that it sort of does a bit of a disservice to Railjack in general. That, like, the Railjack for these missions, for the Corpus missions, is literally just like a point A to point B thing, with very little interaction with the actual space map portion. Most of the time in the mission is going to be doing regular Warframe stuff. Why am I going back?
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Extraction.
Particularly if it's an endless. I would like to have an endless defense in space. That would be very cool. And then, like, after each wave, you can be like, okay, now is probably a good time for you to leave, because otherwise they're going to shellac you. I'd love that. Why don't we have that? I could not tell you. Why we do not have that for Corpus. I don't know why there do not appear to be any Corpus missions that are the more traditional um, Grenier style. Anything worth 25 here? Probably not. I will just pick someone else's at random. Reaper Prime, why not? I'd like to actually fight the Corpus ships, because right now it's just like, well, you fight them for
Mission
like
complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
maybe 3 minutes if you're slow, 5 at the most, probably a lot less than that if you're very focused and doing what I've been doing, which is Neptune Exterminate. Neptune Exterminate? Whatever it is. Yeah, Neptune Exterminate, Railjack, Corpus Railjack, which I don't remember the node offhand. Over and over and over again. So, which is literally zip over to where the ice mine is, or if the Corpus vessel objective is closer than that, go to that first
Keep fighting.
to spawn the sub-objectives, which are going to be blow up 2 cruise ships and blow up the security nodes on the Corpus vessel itself. Then zip over to the ice mine, do the ice mine to get the reward from there, which is where your Nautilus bits drop, among other things. Kill 2 cruise ships, which you can do very quickly. If they're both grouped together, and you can just pop a 1, get behind them, and pop them both in the back with a forward artillery each. 2 or forward artilleries, 1 each. You pop the, what's it called? Disruption wave, I think. That just stuns them, and they'll be there for inordinate amounts of time. Just sitting there, getting ready to die. The biggest difficulty at that point is making sure that nobody's making the shield rotate to face you, which is where doing it solo can be rather involved. And at that point, you may want to use 3 engineers and no gunners at all. If there's a way to switch their roles mid-mission, I have not looked for it, and it may not exist. And then you just have to blow up the security nodes, which is as easy as popping, in my build's case, the series of flak explosions right down like on the middle of the ship, and it'll blow most of them up usually. Then you fly inside, do the exterminate portion, which is going to take longer probably than any of the stuff you did on the railjack itself. Why is nothing appearing, please?
Get comfy, dreamers. One of our own believes they are the
did not get
equal
all
of
10
our
or did not come
foe,
with a
and
relic
baby,
for some reason.
they are
That's
acting
fine.
like
So it's pretty quick. So you are not doing railjack
If
things
it's
for very
useful, do it.
long. The closest you get to something that feels like a, quote, real railjack mission, unquote, for me, anyway, the closest thing that has come to me, for me, to a real railjack mission are some of the Veil Proxima Corpus railjack missions, where you have to go to multiple objectives, and you can actually drop several people off at those objectives while you fly around. I like that. That is good. I'm tone deaf. I'm not tone deaf. I just have headphones on. Can't hear my own voice. That's maxed out. I don't need to worry about you anymore. Let's pick literally anything else. Good question. Comorex, maybe. Comorex could be fun. It's a sniper rifle that goes boom. What's more? What more do you want? A sniper rifle that goes boom twice. Oh, you know what? I have a dumb status build for this that isn't very good. Where are you? Status at Oh, this is the one with split flights. This is goofy. Um, this build is silly. It's not very good. It's not strong, but I don't know why I have continuous misery on there. You really don't need a lot of duration. What you do need is multi-shot. That's what split flights is about. And basically, you just fling arrows out there, and you get a lot of arrows. I have primed Firestorm on there because making your bubble bigger is a better bubble. None of these show the range of the explosion. That's good. I'm confident, though, that primed Firestorm does actually work. Not enough to bet my life, though. I don't think I have a rivet for this, nor would I really need one, but it could be fun. Let me get rid of continuous misery and swap it with something that actually is going to provide a status effect, like heat viral. How about that? Yeah, we'll make it for heat, I guess, because heat is doing 0.8 damage. That's absolutely terrible. This thing does no damage, but it is very satisfying to just watch status effects go from flinging a couple arrows around. We want heat. And with heat, bloop, 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 bloop. A leg. Bloop. I need to form of this thing. Bloop, bloop. Bleep, bloop. My diameter's leveled up to bloop, bleep. There's really not a lot I can do with that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'd have to form it a couple more times, I guess, if I really wanted to do anything extra. Namely, with this slot, I'd have to put in another hyphen polarity, or actually put in a hyphen polarity. And at that point, I'll have dumped how many form into this stupid thing? And it's good, too. It's not even like it's bad. I'll have dumped 6 form into it. I think I misformed it. It's somewhere along the line, but it's reasonably strong. I haven't used a catch moon in a dog's age. I might want to do that. You know what I'd rather use, though? The Stug. The venerable, the one, the only, the Stug. It's a Stuggy boy. I don't know why it lists all those twice. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable reason for that. Doesn't this have, like, multi-shot? Yeah, it does. Heat, viral, and corrosive. It's like, if that thing inflicted status, it would actually be good. What the Phantasma is? What is the Phantasma? Nice. Way to type in the right box. Something I don't have, whatever it is. Oh, this doesn't list. Oh, okay, there they are. I still need to get the Trumna Tenora Prime, Sporothrix Sepulchrum, Pandero Prime and Carmine Penta, and the Spinosa, which it's another Warframe. Carmine Penta I might put the actual time to get, because it should be relatively easy to farm for. You just have to do it over and 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 over again, which I've already kind of done. I'll get around to grinding out the Octavia Prime stuff probably this week, just not this episode. Oh yeah, and I wanted a different melee weapon. I like the Stropha. The Stropha is really good. Don't get me wrong, it's practically idiot-proof. Why do I keep double-clicking on it? Isn't there a mod specific to this? I was thinking of the Tatsu, actually, because I've got a huge brain. Because that's the one that shoots skulls out, which is pretty cool. But I think I'm going to use the words. The words. Where are you? I'll know it when I see it. Oh, I haven't used the new fan stance. Nice. Votive onslaught. Those are some fairly meaty combos. Well, they're longish anyway. Nice, you've got like a V polarity, you're doing nothing. Mods. Why is there a Sheev mod on here? What the fnord? Why is there a Sheev mod on here that reduces attack speed? Also, how? Well, there isn't now. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything. Let's see. Heavy attack. I want faster heavy attacks. Because I'm using the Quasis and it shoots out projectiles when you do heavy attacks, so having faster heavy attack speed, probably a good idea. You, I need to fit on there. What do I fit on there? Where do I fit you on there? See, I like that high crit chance, but... don't need movement speed. Don't need the efficiency. See, there's one other that boosts heavy attack speed that I'm not thinking of. It's not coming to me. It's not coming to me. Whatever. I would like to keep viral, though. Yeah. I'll just put on the regular... How bad is that gonna be? It goes down to 30%. That's a doozy. What does it go down to? Or go back up to? 66 isn't too bad. That's not too bad. I'd need to forma this thing, and I really don't wanna. Because that would take resources that I might not necessarily have. I have forma, but I don't want to dump them. I'm not bothering with that. There's no need. Shoot. Having more attack speed would also be pretty choice, but I'm not... Do I have a dedicated? I already have the build that I'm already going for. Nice. Okay. Well... You're gone. Sacrificial speed. I just put like regular Prime Fury on there just so it's like general build. This is the one that I care about most. Let's go to stance. Let's give it the votive on a slot. So we can see what that does, basically. Probably nothing super special, but I'll be interested to see what it do. Just make sure. Okay, I do have 3 points I can burn on a mod somewhere. Drifting contact, because it's so cheap, is really easy to fit in there. Yeah. And it provides extra combo duration is never a bad thing. It's maybe not always necessary, but oh right, I wanted to double check the Nightwave stuff so I can figure out what exactly I'm doing. Yeah. Check the crit offerings while I'm at
Flash
it.
and bite. The day
That is a
won,
floof.
not with a strike to the heart, but 100 cuts about it.
No. I have that. I have that. One floof. More expensive than a helmet floof. Okay, what do we got? We got kill enemies, sanctuary onslaught, steel path, enemies. Oh, we can do steel path enemies.
Till then.
We are not really well geared for that. I think we can make it work. Steel Path Murder Festival. I'm not doing nails. Nihil oubliette. I am not in the mood, as they would say. Oh, I need to go see Asafe around. The star chart. I see I must go to Hellas. And there I will get the kills. And they will be very dead Grineer. It will be a very nice day for all of solar system anti-Grineer Eustace. There are people in this mission. It said there were 0 squads available. I have been lied to. Okay. Oh, nice. A running stance where you just kind of flail around. That's actually, like, that seems like low effort, but that's really pretty remarkable. Where are you, you dingle doodle? I'm gonna kill you to death, and you're gonna die. He's gonna... yeah, he's gonna take that off. Oh, no you don't. So as you can see, I can get many status effects going at once. Oh boy. Oh, thank you, Arcane Aegis. You actually work. So that's just status effects. They don't necessarily do a lot to the boy. Here. Thank you, Arcane Aegis. 4 steel essence. I take. What was the... okay, that's... so neutral. Good flippy zippy. I'll have to go check on the wiki to see what that actually does in terms of... some big slow sweeps. I can only hope that they are wider range than they look. Oh, and they cause the, that status, which is pretty good. And then the forward is the forward blocking. I love that. Some good thrust and sweep. Some good thrust and sweep. No, it's not bad. I'll have to check to see if it is substantially better in terms of its forced procs. than the existing, because the existing stance was quite good. Whatever it was called. You could get a lot of aggressive slash. This will be good for crowd control, though. Crowd control becomes somewhat more important in Steel Path than it would otherwise be, but mostly it's all about please kill them as quickly as you can. I do not have much reach on this, I don't think. So, split shafts, or whatever it's called, works so long as any one of the projectiles you shoot connects, and you can shoot out quite a lot of them in quite a wide spread, so it gets easier and easier to do. Most of the damage being done is from toxin procs there, as well as some heat procs that are going down. The actual arrows are doing nothing. Next to nothing. This is not especially low time to kill weapon. Actually, I'm shooting enough of them that it's becoming pretty decent. But can I get that on? I am not sure I got it on them. I did not. I may have to switch my weapons. Get one of my stronger melee weapons out. But I wanted to see what this whoop. New fan stance did. Yep. Open. So, as you can see, that is quite the bubble. So one of the biggest practical aspects of using the Mutalist Quanta is to get a lot of status effects going at once, so that a melee weapon equipped with
Well done. Head to extraction.
oh no. I forgot the name of the melee weapon. Starts with a C, Frag. You know, the one that does extra damage based on number of status effects. That one. Makes it really good. This is not equipped with that, so it is not very good. So we're gonna go about our day. Definite perks of using my one to make thralls is they take a bunch of bonus damage. Ooh, sorry, sneezing right into the microphone. Real classy. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna hang around for whatever's coming. Misery. Nice. 2-for-1 special. Where are you? He hasn't dispelled me yet. He hasn't dispelled me yet. I can't see him. There he is. Nope, He just decided not to dispel me that day. That's fine. Not continuous mystery. What is this stupid mod called? It's like still the meta for high damage builds. What are you? Boop. Oh my gosh. 8 steel essence though, just from those guys was not bad. I'm glad we stayed around to deal with those. To deal with them. I like that system, by the way, for steel path. Sorry. Gulping loudly. Let me find something more exciting here. Let's see. Oh, right, I wanted to check that. Una momento. Warframe Wiki. Fan. A fan is an object commonly found on the Grineer asteroids. No, we're not looking for that. Oh my god. Why are they making this so hard? War fan? This is not the track I wanted, even though it is kind of weird in a good way. There's a war fan skin. These are skins. Okay, so what's this? Okay, Colossus. Let's just look up the Colossus and we'll go from there. Jeez Louise, why is this so hard? Yeah, Warfan. I typed that in and it wasn't the first result. Thanks, Warframe Wiki. Alright, stances. Where are you, stances? Okay, just find the name of the stance and look it up, Frag. Jeez Louise, make this easy on everybody. Votive Onslaught. Votive. Onslaught. So what do we got? Oh yeah. Let's get Slicing Feathers and do a comparison real quick here. So you're looking at, for its neutral, it's claiming an average damage multiplier per second of 778, which is apparently better than the Slicing Feathers. Its forward is a bit less so what is. Oh, that ends in a 4-hit though. That's pretty good. Its neutral does 1-2 of 300%, 1-2 of 100 and 200, 1-2 of 100 and 200 in a radial around it, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4 with a forced slash, and I think that says it's a forced down. That's a really tiny icon. Yeah, that's forced down. That's pretty good though. Still, the Clarion Rush, which is the forward running while melee attacking, and the one I'm thinking of is Condition Overload, by the way, because I'm smart. That's pretty good. I mean, forced slash proc is always good. Forced procs of any kind are good. So its neutral is definitely where it's at. I wonder what people think of it. I like the way it behaves, though. I love ones that let you just kind of walk around while swinging around, like the nunchucks have that on there, on what is it called, Atlantis Vulcan, and I'm very fond of that. Where you can just kind of walk around, focus on movement while just you're going to be hitting everything around you, going thwickety thwackety thwick thwick thwick. I am going to pick something a bit more status happy, I think. Or a bit more focused on dealing damage to things that have status, at any rate. I'm pretty sure my Ninkandi would do that. Legion. What does Legion do? Legion. Is that the one where it's on status or when it's on crit? It gets boosted stats. Oh, now I have to look it up on the wiki. It's funny, on Slicing Feathers, people are just slagging its animations, and I'm like, but Slicing Feathers kicked ass. When they did the Melee rework like a year, 2 years ago, war fans went from like 0 to 60. They went from being like, oi, to just absolutely shredding everything. They became pretty disgusting. Legion. What do you do again? Based on torpedo, inflicting status effect on target. Legion gains bonuses to its attack speed. Yeah. Status effects. So it has to be the one inflicting status effects. Still,
if I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you.
Why the blank don't I have condition overload on here? Good question, Frag. Good question. Glad you asked. So, you're gone. Come on. We'll leave Shimmering Blade on there. I don't have the energy to think of something more useful. I'm gonna put on my 14 cost because having reach is really good and having speed is really good. Especially because I'm hoping I turn into a blender every time I inflict status, which you'd hope, you know. I think, gonna swap some mods around though. I think I'm gonna get some viral on here. Because I think that's gonna stack a little bit better. Because I'm fighting Grineer, and heat is already gonna deal with their armor. Oh, this already has built in, doesn't it? It did. It did. Doesn't it? Change of plans. Not gas. It's too cold. It does have built-in toxin, doesn't it? Oh, right, because I'm doing, yeah, I'm switching that to voltaic strike. There we go. Yeah, radiation and... I thought this had built-in toxic damage. Oh, it just gains it after... Oh, okay, fine. Fine, I see how it is. You're not going to let me have me fun. Got it. We definitely don't want magnetic. Go away. Be gone. Give me that viral. So I'll get toxin damage in addition to viral and heat. I should, anyway. Anytime I get a status effect, which is going to be with some frequency. Some frequency. And I do have condition overload, so I will actually hurt things. How nice. This weapon is also probably a prime poster child for Blood Rush to give yourself that boosted critical chance, because it's not so great. Yeah, so we're going to fart around with Legion. Means I want to change my Mutilus Cernos around a little, because I don't need Viral on there anymore. I can make that Corrosive. I'm trying to think if there's any other... Or Radiation. Radiation might not be bad. Yeah. Yeah, let's do Radiation. No, we don't want to do Radiation because Radiation uses heat. I do want to keep heat if I can because stacking sources of heat can be very, very potent. There's something that converts... No, that's for impact, which this does, incidentally. Can convert it into... There's that mod that converts into slash. Actually... I'm thinking, having a big think. I realize this is very boring. Yeah, we'll go Corrosive then. They'll have no armor. And that's about it. They'll just have no armor. And lots of heat. Lots of heat buildup is going to occur. Actually, cold might not be a bad idea. Because you can make them very slow with cold, and the way this stacks can be good. But having lots of heat procs is also not bad. I'll try cold, why not? Just kind of to see how it do. By no means what I would consider ideal, but I just kind of want to see how much it slows them and how quickly. I already acknowledge it's not going to kill things. What is my secondary again? My secondary is a Stug, which is going to be doing all the elements that I want it to be doing. Actually, I can make it Radiation Cold, so they'll just sit there being like, Darr. Yeah. Let's get heat on there real quick. I can't make up my mind with my builds, I tell you what. And actually with that I could put on Status, or Toxin instead of Cold, if I really wanted to. Because that stacks pretty well, because I believe Toxin ignores, no, Toxin ignores, what's it called? Shields. Yeah. Slash is the one that ignores. So what's the name of that mod? Internal Bleeding. So this would have a 70% chance because my fire rate... Where are you? Doesn't have a proper fire rate because it's a bow. I'm going to assume that'll still apply and have a 75% chance to apply slash instead of... or is it in addition? You know, that's a good question that I don't know the answer to. I'm sorry. Internal bleeding. Because if it is an additional proc, gives a chance of every impact status chance to effect to produce an instance of slash proc. The chance is doubled. Okay, notes. Cannot produce multiple procs in a single instance of damage alongside any other slash sources, such as a weapon's innate slash, hunter munitions, or the debuff from seeking talents. Okay. Oh, here we go. For bows, if the charge time is longer than 0.4, which this is, right? Charge rate 0.5, yeah. Then this mod will double its chance. Okay. Yeah, guaranteed status. Okay, so what I'm trying to parse here is cannot produce multiple procs in a single instance of damage alongside any other slash sources, such as a damage innate slash, hunter munitions, or the debuff from Seeking Talons. So does that mean it doesn't work if you have a slash happy weapon? This looks like someone doesn't know I'm forklift certified. Okay, yeah. So what it's saying is it will not give you multiple slash procs unless you've got... Single damage tick. Okay, somebody's got a video here. Play me the video. Show me the vid. Oh, this is too small. I'm not going to be able to see anything. Let's skip ahead to where they actually do their test things. What do we got? What are they holding? This is like hardcore research time. Yeah. Corrupted heavy cutter, please. Please move on and do me a huge solid. I can't see what weapon they're holding. What is that? That is the Garuda's shooty, stabby crossbow. Shoot them again, please, for me. That looks like it's just a single slash proc. Yeah. Okay. Okay, very good. So it just means that it basically can't give buttloads of slash procs like you'd think it would. Unless you're using something that's... Yeah, so I'm not even going to bother equipping that. That's exactly... That is almost worse than what I thought it did. And I already had a low opinion of it, because it just seemed kind of desperate. It's like theoretically the solution to impact procs being borderline worthless. As far as actually killing things is concerned. I do like them for their CC, but beyond the crowd control aspect... Yeah, I'll stick with what I've got. I could go with, actually... yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We gotta, though. We gotta. So, do you like projectiles? I like projectiles. Let's show them projectiles. So, let's do some quick math, which I can't do because I'm high on coffee right now. Split flights, 100% multi-shot, stacks up to 4 times. We have with vigilante armaments, we have 1.6, so make that 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5? 5.6. Yeah. So 5.6 multi-shot.
Navigation
Mirage
has been
Cloak.
updated with more legends. Chaos is spreading.
Ew, a defense? Gross. We'll be fine. Mirage makes a joke out of so much. So long as you can kill it before it kills you. Anyway, that's where the difficulty comes in. I am switching to a non-god-awful chiptune. Sorry. Chiptunes. They don't give me a headache, but most of them are kind of bad.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
So, as you can see, those swooshy parts that actually make the additional projectile, those are a whole can of worms. That's a whole discussion about the Cernos, the Mutilus Cernos. It's a special boy. That's the wrong one. That's Picayune. So I hope you like clouds of statusy death that are making enemies just do stupid things. Because they don't know what to do with all this. Are you kidding? I don't know what to do with all this. Look at all this. And those last a while, so they're all just like, I'm gonna be irradiated as all hell, and I don't know what to do about it. There's all these guys around me, and they're all screaming like, I can't feel my teeth because they're falling out. I have no hair because I'm irradiated. I have lesions growing on my flesh. It's not a great situation. You know, the usual. So this map is now a mess, with a lot of multi-shot. I'm also about to die, so that's not ideal. So they're all just farting around, and now, of course, the fun part where I just kind of walk around and giggle. That was a grenade. It's an X-grenade. I'm not seeing any toxin bugs. So it's definitely getting hybridized into the viral or perusal or whatever that is. He's whacked him, thank you. I'm not sure what killed me exactly, but I did die from it, and the pod's about to die too. So there you go. So lots of bright flashing colors. I only have to do this for 5 waves. I'm getting hurt. He got hurt more. If there were any enemies that did the kind of damage that we, the frames, are able to output, it would be just absolutely terrible. Oh wait, that's like level 100 plus. Stop. Don't. I have to go back in my booble. God. There. Shoot random shots places, you dorks. I need to not die. It's fine. It's fine. So, glass cannon at the moment. I'm going to switch to an actual weapon in a minute. This is some trash. The Mutilus Cernos, I want to love. I love it because it's a gimmicky weapon. I don't love it because it's not a very useful one. The Torrid does its job a bit better. And by a bit, I mean by quite a lot. It's not saying very much. So this is not going especially well. even a little bit.
Now that we're warmed up, what's next?
So this is basically Steel Path. It will remain more or less like this the entire way through. I just need to bring a more durable frame. You'll whip out a melee weapon and just everything will die. Because that's melee right now. And I like glass cannon builds, and unfortunately glass cannon builds are atrocious for Steel Path. Unless you can cannon them without having to worry about the glass part, which unfortunately I do. Please don't do that. Asshole. No, I just wasted a whole lot of time doing that. It's not that Steel Path is too hard, it's that I don't really want to bring the same loadout to like 200 missions or whatever. That's just about what you have to do. Wisp is a very good candidate for Steel Path. What is the... I'm like taking toxic or... Slash procs, it's not toxic. There's like a bunch of stuff that's hitting me that I don't feel should be. This is stuff that'll work even on like Noxes and all sorts of other good things. You just build up a ton of damage very, very quickly, and you just kind of walk around making everything die. Welcome to Steel Path. And if you're doing anything less than this, you're being inefficient and should feel bad, apparently. So I've been told. 2 path is easy. It is. If you want to be boring. I didn't get into Warframe to be bored. And by and large, I have not been. Lately, there's been a bit of, as you call it, not quite ennui, but bordering on, wow, that's a lot of damage. Bordering on burnout. But not quite. Please don't get stuck in there. Nice. I don't know what hit me there. It could have been anything.
The path to greatness is walked one step at a time.
Find the last stragglers, and then get out of here. Maybe wind up switching to my, what's it called? Sylvan Octanus? No. Maybe? The one with the throwing shield. Whatever that one's called. See those accuracy stats? That's because I can aim. Right. Right. Anybody who's watched my streams ever knows that that is the biggest lie. I can't aim. I want to bring a gun that's powerful, but a gun that is also enjoyable to use. That's it really. It's the only one. I might do Exceltra, but I'm sort of set against the Exceltra because I see so many people using it, and I'm like too much of a contrarian. I'm just like, nah, I don't want to use it. Everybody's using it. They're losers. I'm not one of your clique. I'm a punk, you know? I just want to be a contrarian to be a contrarian. I don't need Prime Firestorm on here. It has no explosive radius to speak of. Wow, do I really not have Serration on there? Cool. Let's fix that. I'd kind of like to get Internal Bleeding on, because this is a weapon that actually benefits from that, since it only realistically has, well, I mean, it can do slash, but it's not going to do slash procs with frequency. It's mostly, as long as you're doing direct hits, you're just doing impact. All day and all night, and all afternoon. This can it's amazing that this is a weapon that can actually benefit from this in not just a small way, but a reasonable way as well. It does have a very high fire rate though, but I have no realistic way to add this on though. Kind of makes me a little sad, but not a lot. I can remove Prime Cryo rounds and replace it with something weaker, I guess. I guess. Why do I have Vital Sense on there? Oh, right, because it gets up to a 6.2 crit multiplier, which is respectable. Wow. Pretty assed out. Nope, I'd have to format this thing multiple times to make this work. I'm not doing that. Sure. I have 6 points to allocate to anything I want of my choosing. Could be Heavy Caliber, because who needs accuracy? It's not much damage though. For 6 points, I could probably get more out of anything else. For in... Statins. Where are you? Heat. Thermite rounds. That's 15% for less mods. And that bumps it above impact, so I'm more likely to do heat than impact. Yeah, we'll go with that. Stug, probably trash. Gonna keep it. I like the Stug. Legion, you're really good. But I'm gonna bring Sigma, not Sylvan Octanus. I was thinking Sylvan Aegis and then some Sigma and Octanus. No small part because these cousins is a shred. It is a disgusting ribbon. It's a disgusting weapon. It's much better than you think it is. Well, it could be much better than you think it is. You might think it's very good indeed, and you might be right, but you might also be wrong. It might be better than that. I think I'm gonna... You know what? I'm lazy, so we're just gonna go max survivability here. Aegis, barrier, shields. I do have Blazing Pillage, right? Yeah. Blazing Pillage is literally the only thing that matters on this build, other than as many shields as I can stack. Shields. Oh no. Let's do the
Operator, you
do I have the
remember
meme
well
build?
how the Tenno arm themselves.
Shield recharge. Yeah. Shield. So shield recharge. Let's talk about stupid meme builds. I hate calling things meme builds, but this is pretty funny. Meme in the sense of haha, it's a funny thing, not meme in the sense of this is something mimetic that is just kind of buried in the basic fabric of consciousness. Oh, we want Blazing Pillage on here though. We do sort of want that if we can swing it. Why do we have high strength exactly? I don't know why we have high strength, actually. We don't need that. We don't need that. So that's my energy build. I don't need strength for that. Why do I have a strength? Well, so what it probably is probably the remnants of the build I had for, because I need to get another build slot, I guess. Remnants of the build I had that focused on using the Balefire, because the Balefire is pretty good if you do some really cheesy stuff with it. But I am not doing that now. This is a goofy build. We are going to go with Blazing Pillage. We don't really need Aviator. But all the shield recharge we can get is very desirable. Now I have 24 points to work with. What do I want? What do I want? Shield disruption seems counterproductive, in truth. Let me put something useful in there. Core proj. 24 points to work with. We do want a low shield total. And the reason for that is for the goofiness that will come as a result of our actions. No. What do you do? Armor and health? I don't know, just throw anything on here, I guess. I'll put Gale Kick on there because Gale Kick is goofy. I don't intend to be in bleed out for any amount of time, so we're not going to worry about that. Shoot. I have the basics. Nothing else really matters at this point. Coaction drift. Oh, actually, no. There's the other aviator style. Air. No. Agility drift? I already have agility drift. I could put a Moda signal, but coaction's probably a little better for. Okay, we're good. So this build. Oh, I forgot the key. There's a key component to this that makes it even dumber, or sillier, and that is. Oh, I would never do that. Dragon. Is it decaying? Decaying. Decaying Dragon Key reduces your shields. I don't know if that's reflected in my arsenal right now. It is. It is. So we have no shields right now. None. 394 shields, in point of fact. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we hate life. Is because
updated with new invasions. Chaos is spreading.
We're about to get away with things that we should not get away with. Yeah, sabotage. Sabotage is easy. I don't know how many more kills I need to get. How many more kills do I need to get?
Now you might be
All of the kills. I need to get all the kills now.
Dream.
I have to get blast damage.
Till then.
I'm gonna switch to solo against Health Better Judgment. We're not doing Nightmare. We're going to sabotage the steel path. So, let's talk about Hildred gimmicks.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them, and you are very.
So, Hildred has a gimmick where after losing her shields, she has a couple seconds of invulnerability. Wow, he is not dying at all. That's bad. I'm gonna move away. Now, during that time, you can start regenerating your shields again, because you have fast and high shield recharge, if you have fast and high shield recharge. Now, tied to this is the fact that you'll get 3 seconds of immunity. Okay, well, or the other things can kick in too. That's fine. Thank you, Arcane Aegis. So Arcane Aegis kicked in and doesn't care. You're immune to status, you're immortal when you get that immortality to proc, which it is not for me. And you know it is when your health bar goes gray. Now, it only resets once your shields recharge. And if you have multiple means of making your shields recharge, well, then it's going to happen, isn't it? And you can stay pretty invulnerable. I think they may have fixed it. Come on, don't miss the easy little tap button. Thank you. So I survived that pretty handily, even though I had no shields at all. Part of it is that Arcane Aegis, I believe, was kicking in, as well as maybe a few instances of Arcane Barrier. Those are indeed some Guardian Hexamite. Okay, so it doesn't show your bar becoming gray again, but I am invincible. My energy, or my shields are regenerating, and as soon as they hit max again, which is at a paltry 394 shields, I will have that invulnerability again as soon as my shields go back down. So, and that lasts seconds, plural. I want to say it lasts 3 full seconds. And I'm getting my shields back to full by the time that happens. If for some reason I was in a situation where my shields were not going back to
Target
full,
found. Destroy it.
I have my 2. So it's a dumb build. It's honestly, I don't think it's a very good one. I prefer to have just very high shields, but its use is not to be underestimated. I will see if I can engineer a situation by which. What did I not blow up?
Target destroyed.
Something didn't
Proceed
get blown
to
up.
extraction point.
By which they can actually kill me, and I'm not sure it's going to happen. I keep forgetting to bring my pet that I need to level. So, oh, because I've got the shield ray attached, right? Do it, blow me up. It's gonna kill my sentinel is what it's gonna do. Me, not so much. So they're shooting at me. Here. How about this? Yeah, I knew they would kill the sentinel. That's not a problem. It's unfortunate, but we'll be fine. So they're chewing on me. They're shooting at me. There's flames on the ground. There's flames around. There's guns. Here, I'm in full view of a whole lot of dudes. Kill me. Nothing. Now, you start throwing some electricity my way? Yeah, I could be in a problem. I could be in trouble. What is that ×4 thing? I don't actually know. So this is, again, Steel Path. These enemies are all level 100 something, and they're doing, like, double the damage they would do otherwise. Just do a little stretch. Give them a little dance. Nothing. They cannot kill me. Now, admittedly, Arcane Barrier has kicked in a couple times. Arcane Aegis has kicked in repeatedly. But they can't kill me. So this is how you don't die. Not even Inaros is this durable, because he's not contractually invincible. He's just extremely hard to kill. He cannot render himself utterly unkillable. Eventually, he can be one-shot. Hildred cannot be one-shot. Well, not easily. No, Hildred cannot be one-shot. If she has max shields and something shoots her, she cannot be one-shot by that, because she has like 3 seconds of actual, I swear to God, invincibility. Let me switch back to the Legion, because that felt a little more effective than this. Oh, I'm invisible, so they can't, which makes me even more deadly. Oh, wow, okay, I died. Neat. I don't know how. I don't know how what they did there didn't kill me. That's interesting. I'd love to know what happened there. Show me the logs, D. Show me the logs. In any case, somehow got killed there. Would really like to know how. Because, I mean, y'all saw that. I was just sitting there, taking it for minutes. Well, a minute. Standing in the midst of an extremely hostile environment. And then somehow, like, far fewer enemies managed to kill me. Probably, I was surviving mostly on the good graces of Arcane Aegis. Literally couldn't do anything to me. Well, he tried. And then Arcane Aegis or Barrier kicked in. The rest was history. So here, we're gonna stand in it again. Kill me. It's just not happening. Arcane Barrier helps because it does, like, completely refill you to full. I think they may have fixed it or nerfed it because it used to be absolutely ridiculous. I should check. Hildren. I misspelled it, but I don't care. Where is passive? Passive! Shield gating. How many seconds? 3 seconds. 3 seconds when fully charged, rather than the usual 1.3. And apparently still works in Arcwing. So. Nothing useful I was looking for. I think they may have fixed the many repeated recharges in a row, so you're probably better off going with a just a full maxed shields build. And I'm going to remove. Items. That's right, I have to go around the entire circle. You're gone. I'm actually going to switch to the Kuva Nucor because it's dumb strong. And I think I'm going to bring out the Archititron, because I haven't used that in a while, and I'm pretty sure it's still ludicrously busted. Probably. It's not as busted as it was. I know that for a fact, but it's still boosted slam damage and all the other horrible things it can do. Good, I have condition overload on there. The main question then is speed We'll figure that out. Oh, I don't know what, no, I have steel. I still need a lot of kills. I need to head for the Junction. So I need to do a rescue. Rescues are not very hard. A disruption is rather harder on Steel Path anyway. Or I could do a mob def, which is also not super easy on Steel Path, because they can be kind of... Actually, I need the kills, so we'll do that first. That leads to Gradivis, which leads to Phobos, which we'll have to get to anyway. Hooray! If anybody's out there, did you have questions? Please ask them.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate
This is just
them
a
at your peril.
the usual Hildren build. Stack all the shields you can. Oh, that's very slow. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It's okay. It's not like we're not gonna get through the mission.
This will only get more difficult. Get to a terminal. And prepare
If
for any
Arcane
resistance.
Aegis for any reason kicks in, because Arcane Aegis works off of a percent basis. It does a percentage
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
of your shield total restored per second, I believe, and I'm going to double check that. It is quite strong on Hildren.
Take a moment.
That is doing no damage at all. Good to know.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Arcane Barrier also is just like all your shields, they come back. So I'm gonna bring not the Archetytron along.
We are finished here. Move on.
I think they might have shrunk the range too, the Archetytron. I'm not sure. Not doing the damage I expect. I know it's not going to be as ludicrously bloated as it used to be. That's not an issue. Mostly it's that it's slow. Oh, if I had Rush.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to
Or
defend.
Octavia. You can get up to some real hijinks with Octavia.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Marines. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
You're seeing some of the numbers I expect to see. That's better. And I forgot to take the Petalon again. The objective is toast. I was not paying attention at all, because I have a massive brain. Stupid waste of time. Come on. There we go. Let's fix that. Those wings are so obnoxiously large. I should probably unequip them. I had a weapon for this. What does the Cobra Crane do? Isn't there one of these that does blind? Or is foes unconscious? Wow, I didn't know that. I could have sworn it was blind, not put to sleep, but maybe I just misremembered. I have a blender ability. A blender weapon. Where is it? There you are. And I'm going to keep Exodia Contagion. Let me switch to Grenier real quick, because... types. That's probably fine.
Operator, Orders wonders, what are you thinking about?
Yes.
Excellent armaments, Operator. Please return covered in blood.
Let's try that again and suck less, maybe. Worst comes to worst, I just pick Octavia and giggle the whole way through. This Octavia just is built for Steel Path.
Your weapons make music.
That is a spy mission. That is not the mission I wanted to pick. Good work. Granted, Octavia has to worry about getting one shot anytime her cloak is down. She has to worry about getting one shot while her cloak is up, but she's not going to get shot, so...
Worthy foe.
Unless you're like me and do something very, very foolish. In which case, you shouldn't have done that. Oh no, what will I ever do? This is doing nothing like the damage it's supposed to be doing. What is going on? Even considering Steel Path has, like, a ludicrous amount of armor, more than anybody could reasonably expect.
Drop me in and defend our position. We have got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Part of it's that a lot of the builds that I usually use this on, I have much more attack speed than this. A bulwark against the invading hordes. Worst comes to worst, I can always bring the paracesis. Thing is busted no matter what you do.
Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm Tenno. This will take long. It's inbound.
How is this thing getting shredded this thoroughly?
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Fine. Be this way. I can deal with that. It's fine. You see? Arcane Aegis. It doesn't care.
We are finished here.
Arcane Barrier just refills it to full. Get some kills while I'm here because I need them. If I have to use the Warframe-brand, I'll do it. I just don't wanna. Or the Proboscis Cernos isn't too bad either, because of all the status procs you can use. Since most of your sealed path combat is going to be all melee damage right now, I'm not doing enough of that, so. This time, I will also remember to bring the pet along, because I had forgotten to do that for the last 4 or 5 missions. The correct pet, which in this case is the Sly Vulpaphyla. Vulpaphylas are just... they just don't die. They'll go down, but they'll come... they turn into an invincible sentinel on your shoulder. And then turn back into a cat thing. It's pretty funny. Keep shooting at me. I don't care.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
So crowd control becomes relevant again. If you're soloing anyway. Which... oh, good. I just want this to be done before I do that. Is that thing no, that was a dude behind it. We're good, we're good. Alright, Angst.
The odds were against us, but we did it. Mission complete.
You know what? Stop hitting me. Gonna do this like Asura's Wrath or Devil May Cry. Just keep thwacking, except without a combo combo. Well, we do actually have that sort of system. Not good. If I have to break out the nunchucks, I'll do it. I'll do it with pleasure, in fact. I actually enjoy using the nunchucks because they're so ludicrously strong. Yeah, ludicrously strong. Should not be legal. They're planning on doing a balance pass. Don't look at the nunchucks, please. They're really good. I'm okay with them staying overpowered. I can be like, I'm Bruce Lee, except, you know, in space.
It is done.
Haven't exceeded 70 degrees centigrade on anything. Oh wait, no, GPU got up to 72 at some point. Which is a little warmer than I'd like, but well within tolerances. If it breaks 80, then we have a huge problem. I need to deal with coolant. In my case, I don't want to do that. Alrighty, let's ranged weapons by and large are not going to be your friends for this, I regret to say. So I'll bring the Kula Ogress. Keep that for painting status. I do have Blood Rush on it though, but I need more ways to actually build combo. Economy Prime. Just double check what I've got here. I think I've got an electrical viral. Yeah, viral. Electricity doesn't do any good, but it does stun a little. Viral is where it's at though. Atlantis Vulcan is monstrous. Absolutely monstrous stats. It just crushes. I do have Condition Overload. I have Condition Overload. I have Blood Rush. I have Blood Rush. And I have Quicken. So yeah. This thing ought to shred pretty decently. It has historically done so. It's not super high damage numbers until you get like a billion hits in the space of not very much time. Then I have just a dedicated speed build, which exists to go. You turn into a lawnmower. I think I want magnetic on here, or viral on here. Not that it matters, because the whatever, we're fine. We're fine. Main thing is we can't die. We're not going to die very easily. Gradivus, which is a sabotage. Oh, it's a corpus sabotage. Gotta do a rescue. Rescues are easy peasy. How close am I to this crap being done? I am halfway there. Ugh. Ugh. I need to kill enemies, Mo Gooder. To do that, I may just cave and bring either Protea or my good friend Octavia, because they just cause the death. I need kills. To quote one of the songs from Macross 7, "No more wasted time." Cue guitar riffs here. Locked. Someday. And I'll stick with my duration build because keeping them around a long time allows for the damage to ramp up very quickly. That would have been, you know what? I'd do that again just to show how easy it is, but people have seen me do Octavia before and they know full well. Yeah, sabotage, why not? I'll do that and then I'll do the rescue. Both of those are going to be straightforward. They are going to be me pressing 3, mashing crouch, and then sprinting through the mission. Well, bullet jumping, but yeah.
Accept your death.
Okay, hitting 5, then hitting 3, then sprinting through the mission. Well, bullet jumping and doing flips. I don't care about caches. These poor guys, dead. So dead. This is what I'm talking about. So easy to just make them not live. Make them suffer. We are a good host. I'd like to believe I'm a good host. I wouldn't know, I get no feedback. Or I don't seem to get very much feedback. I'd like some feedback. Is the stream coming through? At all? Can anyone even see this? I don't know. It's a doorway.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use every
Gonna do?
attempt to
This is
ensure
a
it
plot.
never works.
You right about there. It's a glass door, you dork. Find the route in. It's just right over here. And yeah, we're gonna do this the easy way because why would we do it the hard way?
This will trigger a meltdown.
Oh my goodness!
Destroy the fuel injectors. Reactor has gone critical.
You would lock me out, come on. I ain't even mad, but still, don't do that. Don't be like that, bro. That cloak damage bonus is just crazy. Or it can be, against unawares enemies, which none of these really are, but it's pretty good. The whole, you know, not actually taking damage thing, not because you're invincible, but because you just don't care. Like, I realize how discombobulating it is to watch me play as Octavia, because it's just like a blur in the middle of the screen, brightly colored blur in the middle of the screen, and everything around it just getting damage numbers and dying. It's, believe me when I say I know what I'm doing. I cannot promise anyone else can tell. Sorry, anyone else? I can't tell. You can't tell. Nobody can tell. Who knows? I could be doing elite hacks for all you know, but really, it's just Octavia being Octavia. Octavia. She kinda good. Alright. A rescue. Mission rashity that oodity boo clank. Clonk. Click, 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 click. He's not dead, but I don't care. I'd look for ways to get more mod slots on things. Back in my day, we had more mod slots on Warframes. We had like 10 of them. And you could use them all for whatever you wanted. There's only one tiny problem. Abilities were also mods. So, if you wanted any abilities at all, you had to be using at least one of those mod slots. We also didn't have like half the mods we have now in terms of raw, frankly ludicrous power creep. Like we didn't have the corrupted mods yet at that point. I don't think there is any time overlap between getting corrupted mods and still having ability mods. I don't remember now. It's been a long time.
Only clear. No
It's
detection
been
of
years.
enemy sensors.
Many years.
Jill, our hostage
See
is
this
one
person?
himself.
They're just refusing to die. That's okay, I'm invisible, they do not care. Nothing is in there, that's not so good. Open! Okay. Give me a warden, I'm gonna bully them. Like so. Where'd the other one go? Get back here. No, seriously, where'd the other two go? Shanked. That is not all the wardens, though. I don't know if I like that. I'm not doing that tab. Really? The last one? That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, take that, please. Thank you. We're going the easy way. We're not going to bother with that other jive.
Protect them at all costs.
Where are you? There you are. You're getting shanked. Hey, 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 what's up? Look over there. Look over here. Also, hey guys, what's going on? Quick quack, quick quack, quick quack, quick quack. Many dead. Also, my combo's up high, so I'm doing huge damage now. Fine. Largely because of all the crit. It's gone now. Just trust that I know what I'm doing. You shouldn't trust me on much, but you can trust me on that. Nice, 5 phase spectre blueprints. I must have missed a warden. Or it didn't think I was stealthy enough. That's fine.
Let's check what's next.
So, series and Phobos. We're gonna do Phobos real quick, and then we'll do series right after. I'd probably find a survival or something with other people in it, and bring the build that's killy. That looked a little dodgy. Oh, that's right. I can't do that. They pledged their shadow life to the solar rim. Exterminate would go and miss. I need to Solar Rail here in series. And we'll do that exterminate. I am rapidly getting to the point where I'm going to have to call it. I'm running out of time. Did that Trinity Spectre just throw out a Spectre? Is that a thing they can do? Oh, I didn't know they could do that. That's actually a little distressing. Well, they're dead now. So this actually gets me more progress to Jupiter, which I do need to get to. Both exterminates. I'm not a huge series fan, though. Like, whenever things seem to go wrong, they go wrong against Grenier in a big way. Like, the Corpus have a lot of really nasty things going for them. Like nullifiers, and the skaters, and a few other things that are quite distressing to actually fight and can be very disruptive and dangerous, but I seem to have a much easier time against them even with all that. Whereas Grenier, it's like they have a very straightforward approach, and that is kill everything. And it works on me. I know, shocker, right? Mostly because they have my one weakness, which is, of course, bullets. Getting shot a lot is usually something that I can't do much about. With hit scan guns, it's like an entire faction composed of chain gunners, zombie chain gunners from Doom 1 and 2. No, from Doom 2. Are they in Doom 1? Oh, shit. I'm feeling old now, I can't remember that. Hey, where is he? Hey. Oh, I can't assassinate you, it's okay. We're gonna die anyway. Where's the other one? Everyone's up here? You're up here. Where are you? Hey. You're dead. What's up? You're dead. I forgot the pet again, for like the 7th time now. Efficient way to do all this, but we're doing it anyway because I'm trying to remember why. Okay, looks like he's in an action stance, so I'm gonna kill him. Don't action stance around me, you fool. Get shiggity shanked. Or throttled. Huh? Oh no! He did. I can speed this process up. Mostly that's going to help me identify where enemies are and then kill them. Aggro is handy. the Stalker fan club has showed up this mission, which probably means that I'm dying earlier. Reduce their spawn rate, which is about typical. I swear this stuff only happens when I'm streaming. Like when I'm actually playing, I don't have these problems. All my real progress is done off stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if it's that I play worse. Probably yes. Or I'm just lucky. Probably not. There we go. Angsty Mage Edgelord. Is it gonna be Malice? No, it's Angst. It's the angsty one. Just doesn't know what to do with themselves. Oh, but they are probably going to give me some trouble because they can disarm or dispel my cloak. They have to know where it is first. I'm gonna kill them before it happens. Uh-oh. Got him. We good. So the forward block, the forward right click, in my case, was formerly the block button, whatever it is now. Zoom in ADS button, I guess, usually. Holding forward and doing that would be oh, who cares about prosecutors? Actually, a little bit. I care a little bit. I care a little bit about prosecutors because they can, like, guard against the stuff that you're doing. It's the wrong element. Oh, and a manic? Wow! Haven't fought a manic in a dog's age. Where are you? Come on out. I know they don't give me Ash components anymore, but seriously, where's the manic? Give me that. I like fighting manics. Manics used to be so much fun. They were disruptors extraordinaire. Now, not quite so much. Not as disruptive. Still can be hazardous, but you can one-shot them and stuff. Before they had... Well, they could grab you and, like, drag you on the ground, for starters. They were terrifying. Very disruptive. Like mini stalkers, but not so much anymore. Not so much anymore, sadly. Still, reasonably dangerous. I use my Gunsen. So I think it's just got straight up better stats than the other one, and plus I have that, which whew, makes it kind of good. Kind of good. I'm gonna put on the new stance, and I want to see what damage looks like without the animations. Basically. Damage without the animation is basically what I want to see. I do have condition overload. I do not, however, have critical. Fortunately, this should start quite a bit of status quite quickly. Historically, it has done this. We're gonna find out. It's terrible. Well, it's terrible. What do we got? I need to get to Jupiter. Spy. Interception. See, Spy, I'm not going to be killing anybody. Interception, that's like what Octavia's made for. Octavia loves interception. Octavia plops down murder orbs and gets many kills in interception. Spy, on the other hand, is just on this tile set is just straight up kind of easy. There aren't. Okay, so every time I do a spy mission on stream, I somehow mess it up. So let's do. Actually, no. I will do it without the pet. But the next mission I need to bring the pet. Because I need to get it leveled up. Play.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
Alright, should be pretty easy and straightforward. These are not usually all that. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, because the dude was blocking me. That's why it gets staggering.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into
That's
our
actually
hands.
pretty reasonable damage. It's about right. Granted, these are all like taking the stealth
You're nearing the console.
damage.
Trigger the alarms now,
Which
and
one
they
do we
will
get
start
first?
destroying
This
data.
one? This one's straightforward. I just have to dodge some lasers. And that. Mostly I'm worried about the lasers down below here. Oh, nice. Very good. Dodging those while invisible is not quite as easy. Because you're not 100%, come on, sure where you are.
They won't even know it's gone.
Hey, 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 guess what? Wow, you're completely fine, okay. Hey, guess what? Stealth attacks don't kill things with a zillion health. Unless, no, pretty much they don't. Unless you're carrying the thing that boosts finisher damage the rest of the time. That's pretty respectable. Ow. Wrong way. Aw, he's just a trooper. Yep. I did. Okay, so I obviously don't know how to get around this tile set. So it must be a door over like here. Or through the rut to get to B. That could be it.
The target console is nearby. If you trigger
Alright.
the
Ah, so this is the hard
the
one.
enemy will start destroying data.
What I want to do here is turn this off. That one over there is also a problem, and I think I have to go down below to turn that off. Don't really want to do that. But I'll do it. Whoops! Ooh, don't go right through. Hey. It didn't die.
Alarms.
Because of course it didn't.
Destruction is imminent. You need to
Never
hurry.
doing that again. Come on. There we
Got
go.
it. The data is still intact.
And I think I wound up hitting this drone through the wall, which is what caused problems. Too late now. There's a Nox. This is what separates the men from the boys. Nox on Steel Path is just the most obnoxiously durable thing in the universe. So we're just going to build up a lot of slash status and a few other things and then get out of there, because, you know...
The target console is nearby. If you trigger the alarms now,
Oh, this one's
it will
easy.
start destroying data.
Come on, go through, please. Thank you. No lasers. Oh, okay. Some lasers. Some lasers. Don't be closed. It's not closed. And... Easy. Come on. There we go.
A clean extraction with no alarms.
Not
We have
exactly
everything we came for.
rocket surgery,
To
to
extraction.
be honest. These are easy. It's it's the Lua spy that I have a lot of trouble with. I can usually get through. I don't think they've improved that texture since it was implemented. I can usually get through the Kuva Fortress spy tiles without any real difficulty. With the exception of one that can be hard, depending on how alerted you've made things, as well as just what difficulty you start at.
You exist to strike, and strike to win. The lesson ends.
Where you have to kind of lure an enemy to a location to open a door if you don't know if the other route isn't available, but usually it's a non-issue. Anytime, and they're very doable with an operator as well, which I also like. I'm gonna get the Vulpaphyla equipped. I am not forgetting this time. How many more enemies do I need to kill? A lot.
All about incentivizing.
A lot.
Yeah.
What do we got? Another rescue? Rescues are easy. Frag like rescue. Rescue easy. Rescue good. Will be a bit noisier with Protea, but extremely effective, as you will see. And we're going to change melee weapons as well, because we're feeling it. We're feeling the need. The need for, I don't know, some melee weapon. That's what. Maybe I'll use the Orbeus. Why not? Right.
Everything in Orbeus?
Yeah.
Operator?
Oh, shut up, Mortis. You don't have him muted? Yeah. I don't have him muted. Let's do Orbeus, see if it's still questionable and or outright broken.
Operator, you have remembered how attendant architects works.
So yeah, Protea is a little... Protea is not brain dead. but Protea's got a lot going for her that makes her
Underestimate them.
pretty good.
Peril.
I forgot to put the shield mod on the... Well, no, I don't need to. They do not need survivability mods. Hey, what's up? You did. That's very low numbers. Let's get them bigger. Some energy real quick, because that burned quite a rather a large amount of energy got burned there. I didn't care for his chicanery. Oh no, it's down. Whatever will I do? It is not picking them up like it is supposed to. Oh, now it did it? What? Okay, so it's working now, but not when I'm using it as an actual melee weapon. Don't ask me to explain that. And it is doing work, too. Holy spinoli. So it's doing it when I'm not getting a perfect throw. I thought it was supposed to only do it on a perfect throw. So I'm a little bit at a loss. It is not behaving the way I remember it behaving. I clearly don't play this game enough. Or read patch notes or any of that. Obviously. Except I do. I just don't understand how things work anyway. It's okay. Just give me the energy and nobody gets hurt. Seriously, give me the energy and nobody gets hurt. Thank you. That is surreal. It's only working when I don't do the thing I thought you were supposed to do in order to make it work. That is... Whoops. Come on. There we go. Thumb is being a butterfinger. That is...
Prosecutor eliminated. Watch out, Warren.
Oh yeah, please get over here and get those. Thank you. Meow. Enjoy your heat procs, my dudes. That's a baddie. Who would of course come when... Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so what we're doing is we are hitting 2 a lot. We're gonna get some of these ones out, we're gonna get some of those ones out, some of those, and oh yeah, he's dead. So, Protea scales rather handily for this. She's got an ability that... Oh, that's not good. I do need to deal with that. She's got an ability that does guaranteed slash procs in a cloud. Which is... of course I died. So I'm about to lose the mission because I died like an idiot. Not dead yet. Please just get out of here. She's got something that does guaranteed heat procs, so you've got 2 sources of DOT that she's doing, both of which are pretty decent. Heat procs are among the best of the damage over time abilities in the game. They don't ignore shields or armor, but they reduce armor. And they can cause a bit of crowd control. The enemy will be like, oh god, I'm on fire, please help. And just generally do a lot of damage when you stack it high. Like you could see with that first heavy gunner that was taking like 55 damage per shot of my beam turret, that it was, by the time the beam turret was done, taking like 5,000 damage per tick from heat damage. So, kinda good. Kinda good. Stack the 2 together and you have a very good time indeed. Slash ignores armor. Toxin ignores shields. If you could somehow stack all 3 at once in considerable numbers, that is such a doofy face. I love it. Lech Krill and Captain Roar. This is doable. Actually, this is very doable with Protea. I'd argue it's almost easy. I'm gonna bang that out, and then I am gonna have to go the next 15 minutes or so. Because I got stuff I gotta finish.
The assassination target is nearby. And destroyed.
Grab one, please. Thank you.
This is your most
I just realized that dealing with Lech Krill, I don't really have weapons that are ideally suited for that, so I'm gonna have to... I'll figure something out. I'm not too worried. Ideally, you want something like a nice hit scan weapon. Shotguns are great. Machine guns are great.
I recommend you focus your attacks on one target. If you split your attention, you may fail.
Mostly it's just going to be me planting a bunch of my number 2 ability and having a giggle, really. Because they'll get shot. Actually, before I get this going, I want to make sure I'm energied up. Because this takes a little bit of seed energy to accomplish easily. I'd like to be set before I get into the mission, or the actual objective. Yes. I'm gonna plant another one of these as well, because obviously. Alright, popping my 4, I'm hitting 1, 2, 3. Because frankly I don't feel like dying right now. I don't know what's hitting me as hard as it is. What's hitting me? My 4 kicked in. Yikes. Oh, Vor was probably hitting me with his energy mines, so this could be kind of vicious. Start getting some of these out here, because getting some extra slash procs going would seem to be prudent. Whoops. Pick that up. Up and running. I'm not sure which of those I just killed. That was Krill. So, I never consciously focused on Krill, so apparently Proteus, of course you would, wouldn't you? Proteus 2 can shoot. Why am I doing this the right way? Because I like it. Proteus 2 can, I guess, hit that. Alternatively, her 3 can hit. Her 1, rather. Alt 1. Her slash clouds can hit that. Pretty sure it's her 2, though. It was the bulk of my damage there. Certainly it wasn't from me shooting at things. I did not do very much of that. Killed the boss. Yep, I sure did. They are not alive. Vor decided to like hide on the stairs, which made him live much longer than he would have otherwise, I feel. And Steel Pat, they're just very durable. Oh, don't make me do a hijack. Oh boy. So hijacks are fun. Protea can probably do this just fine. I know for a fact that Hildren can do this just fine, so I'm going to switch back to Hildren. I have Mucho del Shieldos. So we're going to use those Mucho del Shieldos to enshieldorate ourselves, as well as our friendly friends. Namely the hijack objective, which, if I manage to clear this first try solo, it's going to be a minor miracle. Because I can't easily kill everything at range. while keeping the hijack objective rolling. Because I'm going to have to duck out of it, press my 2, duck back in order to really get work done. I'm confident that I can manage, but I don't think I'm going to do it first try. Where the goddamn... If I were a more emotional individual, the HUD doing what it's doing, and it's just like, let's not update where the marker is until you're past it, I would cry. Instead, I'm just going to talk to you about it and be like, hey, guess what? This is really annoying and I really wish they'd do something about it. There's no good solution, but there are less worse ones. Thank goodness this isn't the raid variant where you have to have like multiple people dealing with switches in order to open things and turn off.
Investigate! Investigate now! Do it now!
Excellent. We now have control of the tram. Its drive systems have been overridden, and it will now draw power from your shields.
Alright, Arcane Age is kicked in, we're good. I just need to make sure everything dies. You're letting me cast while under this now? It used to be you couldn't do that. Oh, maybe I'm thinking you can't have certain buffs from it. Because I'm clearly getting those buffs going. I thought you couldn't do that. Notice that the power core does not exactly have a ton of health. Where are even these shots coming from? Over there. Good. Please move. At this point, I'm just keeping them staggered so I can move. Oh, don't do that. This thing takes stray shots and it's in mortal peril. Like, these things breathe on it and it dies. Don't give me prosecutors. I'll be fine. Just... I need this to go as smoothly as possible. You also had a guaranteed Groostrike 3 encounter on the old Law of Retribution map. Variant hijack mission. This guy. This fucking guy. You say that, don't tell me that, because this is gonna blow up in like a second as soon as they start shooting at it. No kidding, I never would have guessed. Please move. See? Shit. I tell you, though. Alright, I'll bring Protea. And that way I can at least kill things. Pardon my French. I'm a little upset. Because oh, you're close. I'm like, don't tell me that. That's when everything goes to hell. And lo, for to hell it went. That joke doesn't even work in context. We're not suits. Technically not. I just have to do this filth and twaddle all over again. Yeah.
Underestimate them. You are
Left unchecked. Vic.
It'll happen. This time it'll be easier, even though I'm much more likely to die. And if I die, it dies, basically, because they'll be like, oh, Warframe's dead. Let's shoot at this, and it's like, it'd be not a, it wouldn't be a problem if Grineer weren't like 100, almost 100% hit scan weapons. It's not 100%, but it's a lot. They're all hit scan guns, so if like they fire a burst at something, it's hitting. If there's like 10 Grineer, all firing bursts at the same time as they usually do, yeah, it's a shit show. Incidentally, that's the scientific name for a swarm of Grineer. It's a shit show of Grineer. The more you know. I'm gonna throw that out there, there, tap you out, and we're gonna hit the button. Hit the button. Thank you! I'm getting shot from through the wall already. This is going great. Please move. I don't have the timer energy to deal with this. No, seriously, I have to go in 3 minutes. It's because I took the wrong orbs. Yes, you would. It's not moving. Thanks! Are those really blocking its progress? What even hit me? What the fuck was that? Now I have no energy. Of course I do. Really tired of all these freaking scorpions, dude. Real tired. Now they're like, oh, let's shoot the big thing. God. Oh, really? There's a timer delay now? Great.
Protect the core from any a rupture means certain death. Extraction is close. Do not let up. The Grineer must not be allowed to recover this core.
no joking. Fuck me. Okay, well I've got to go, so it's been real stupid. So on that note, fuck hijack missions with a rusty saguaro cactus. Particularly on Steel Path, particularly solo. Well, why don't you do it with a group? Do you really think anybody's going to be trying to do that mission in a group? Do you really think that? Do you really? Because you'd be wrong. Or at least I got most of my daily standing, except for Samaris, which I still am not doing because it's utterly soul-crushing. Otherwise, though, tons of fun in Warframe. Hopefully, my incredible pessimism has not been a massive turn-off to everybody here. Normally, I'm not quite so bad. It was a long morning. Not in Warframe, but doing all the other stuff I had to do beforehand, which still isn't really done, but I took a break. And now I'm just dreading having to get back to it, but there we go. If you'd rather see me being less of a dickhead, I guess for a kinder term, I have Mecha Mondays, where I do something giant robot related, or mecha adjacent, on Mondays, obviously. Warframe Wednesdays, which normally I'm not quite so snarky, and Free Read Fridays, where I read short stories and indeed entire novels aloud. We just got done doing Artemis by Andy Weir. Probably going to do some short stories this coming Friday. I am thinking of doing a read-through of Heavy Time by C.J. Sherry, so unless somebody has something else they'd rather listen to, that's probably what we're going to do. Not this Friday, but the next one. So yeah, have a good one, folks. Don't get too salty, and actually consume salt, though. It's good for you. You need it. Don't have too much because, you know, heart disease, but seriously, you need salt. There's a very good reason the phrase worth its weight, worth its salt came by. There's a very good reason why Roman legionnaires were historically paid in salt, because you need it. It's important. Minerals, they're good for you. Alright, folks, have a good one. Stay safe. Stay toasty. Or stay cool. And, please stay. See you all later. Have a good one. Enjoy.